It's Wednesday, everybody. So I want to begin by saying thanks be to God for fall. This has been glorious. So I am amazed at the warm weather that continues, the sunshine, all of that. So I'm going to begin with a little story, very short. But when my family first moved here, we moved in August of 2004, and I had moved here for a job, and I had been interviewing over the summer here in Portland. And obviously the weather in Oregon in summer is generally glorious. So I knew that Oregon rained, and the people that I was interviewing with kept saying, "How do you feel about rain? How do you feel?" But they totally faked me out because it was gorgeous and glorious. So we move here and, take up residence and, begin living here. September 25th rolled around, and guess what? From that day on, it rained. It seemed like every day. I did all sorts of things to try to bring light into the house and to overcome the gloominess from the rain, and just, you have to get used to it. And so all of you live here, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. But in essence, it was a shocker to the system. And so every year since then, when summer starts to end, I always wait with bated breath to see exactly where everything is going to go. So I have been elated with the fall that we're experiencing. It's gorgeous. And like I said, every moment of glorious sunshine and continued warmth, I say a deep prayer of gratitude to the God who is giving it to us, knowing that any day it will change, and that will be okay too, because in all of it is God's grace. So as we prepare for the weekend, let's remember that we have a God who gives us gifts in so many different ways, and say thank you. We heard Father Bill talk about being grateful at our homily last weekend. And so during this week, I have tried to not only practice that gratitude, but to pass it on to the people that I have the pleasure of having as a part of my life. So let's use these passing days of goodness and sunshine and abundance of the holiness of the beauty of what God has created. And let's use this as a way of being grateful and connected to the God that we have to say thank you to. Thanks be to God for everything that God puts into our life, even when it's not easy, because we have a God who gets us through it. And ultimately, we have moments as glorious as these days have been to be grateful for and say thank you to the God who gave it to us. So I look forward to seeing you all at Mass this weekend, and get out in that sunshine while it still is with us. Have a great week. See you at Mass on the weekend.